Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, Daughter of Increase. We are here for a new vlog, and I just felt like doing a reading vlog. I haven't done a reading vlog in a while, and the last couple of vlogs I posted have been on the sadder, more annoyed side because of the situation with my toe. So it is currently Saturday. What day is it? Saturday, August 9th. That last vlog that I posted up was from the 5th and 7th, and if you guys watched that, then you guys know my right toe somehow, some way got infected, and I have an infection. So the doctor has me on antibiotics. On top of that, when he was poking around, I think he must have irritated the tissues, and so now I have a granuloma, which I was dealing with on the other toe. The left toe is now on the right toe, and so when I go back in 2 weeks, they are going to have to cut my toe again. And so yeah, I just need to do something to get myself a little bit more excited. I showed this mark in my last video, the last vlog, same vlog. Baby girl got nails, she clawed me, and so I have a mark just here. But yeah, this is a reading vlog. Technically, I'll be home alone starting Monday. Babe and little mama are away in New York. I didn't go to New York because I literally have to stay off my foot. If not, it's gonna bleed and pus, and it's just a hot mess. So I'm home. And my son will be going back to his dad, I think, for 1 more week before school. He has 3.5 weeks before school starts, or 2 rather now. And so he's going to go to his dad, I think, for Monday up until the weekend. And then it'll just be me. And so I just want to do a reading vlog in a sense. And so I am getting ready to clean my face. I have had breakouts from stress absolutely everywhere. I think it's other things as well. Sorry about that. My husband is on the phone, of course. I'm always on the phone with him. And then my son is actually on the bed playing The Sims. But before I get this reading vlog going, I do want to get myself situated and comfortable. And so I am actually going to do a facial. Like I said, my face has been breaking out. It is part stress and part other things going on. I did go to the doctors. I have to go back for a follow-up because the blood work came back. And, you know, it just is what it is at this point. So we're just working through things. And I just want to pamper myself. So I have these that were actually gifted to me, and I never got a chance to use them because I don't really like to use a lot of facial soap when I'm pregnant. And so I have these hyaluronic acid facial products from the brand Danielle Creations. And this is the face sheet mask. They're hydrating, and so there are 5 in here, I'm assuming. Yeah, 5 masks in here. And so I'm going to do a facial mask, and it looks just like that. And then I have the hydrogel under eye mask as well. And so, hold on. Sorry, babe was talking. But yeah, I have the hydrogel under eye mask. And so these are hydrating as well. There are 12 in here, so they're good for 6 different, sets. And so what I'm going to do first is clean my face with the St. Ives soft skin scrub. I think they have like new packaging or whatever, but I'm going to use the rest of this. This is the avocado and honey. It instantly exfoliates and hydrates to leave skin soft. And I do like St. Ives as a brand on my skin is what I like. And so I'm going to do this, and then we're going to do the mask. And then I think after, I don't know. Let me see. Start with a clean, dry face, of course. Yeah. So now I'm going to wash my face, and then I'm going to do my Dickinson Pore Perfecting Toner, the Witch Hazel, on my face. And then we are going to pop this mask on. You leave it on for 20 minutes. And so I'm going to read a little for 20 minutes and let that set in. Yeah. So we're going to do that. And then once that is off, I'm going to put all of the moisture and stuff into my skin. And then I'm going to do the hydrogel under eye. This you do for 20 to 25 minutes. And so I'll come back and do that. And then to moisturize my skin, I have quite a few things. So I have my Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer PM the night. But this one kind of makes me feel a little dry. So I'm going to combine it with the Equate Beauty Triple Repair Moisturizer Night Cream from Walmart. So these two are going to go together. This one has hyaluronic acid in it as well. Hyaluronic acid is great for me. Then I have my L'Oreal Revitalift eye cream, and then I'm also going to do this lip mask that I also got. I still have a lot left, and so I'm going to do this lip mask as well. I just want to get myself together. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll come back when I get ready to read a book. Hey y'all, so I just allowed the moisturizer from the hyaluronic acid mask to go into my skin. I had the lip mask on. It's in vanilla latte. It's from the brand Woolsey's. It's so moisturizing. I was gonna do the eye mask, but I'm gonna actually do the eye mask in the morning or tomorrow night. So I'm not gonna do it today. But like I said, I did do the facial mask. And right now I'm going to put on my eye cream. And I got to 12% of the book, which is interesting. I mean, I'm not too far in it to say whether I like it or not, but it is interesting for sure. So I'm just gonna do this and then I will come back because I need to go eat dinner and I have not eaten dinner yet. So, oh, and I'm using the Cetaphil Daily Facial Moisturizer at night with hyaluronic acid. So, that's what I'm gonna do. Now I'll put my scarf back on. So, I will be back in a few once I get myself together for bed. Well, not bed, but to relax and do some more reading. All right, guys. So I'm comfortable, scarf on my head, jammies on. I have me some electrolyte water. I put the firecracker one in here from Liquid IV. People knew what they were talking about with that one. I have me a honey glazed turkey, white American cheese sandwich on sourdough bread, some chips, and then I have, sorry if I heard that. My son, like I said, is in the room. I have me some jalapeno popper flavored popcorners here, which I am going to cut the bag. I hate when the bag of chips is like so low, but the bag is so big. So I usually will cut the bag so that I don't have to deal with the extra piece. But we are going to get back to my reading. So far, it's interesting. I feel like if you are not, I'm reading The Lost Son by Michael Hillenmeyer. This was the book picked for Kindle Unlimited that popped up when I did my prompts. If you don't know what I'm talking about, click the eye to go to my August TBR July wrap up. But this book was picked. It is on Kindle Unlimited, and so I am reading it that way. And it is a contemporary sort of novel, but it has some darkness to it. And basically, you have this main character. His name starts with a J. Don't remember what it was right now. But he lives in the Golden City, and the king asks him to go find his lost son. So it's kind of like the parable of the lost son. Well, the prodigal son, that one. And it's interesting as well. We met Miranda. We met a character named Susan. We met John. And we met Stephen. And these are all characters from this city. I forgot what this daggone city is called, but it's not the Golden City. It's another city that's full of darkness. I'll come back to you guys when I'm more than 12%. I'm 12% of the way through. Once I get to the 30% mark, I should have more of a better idea, but it's pretty good so far. So let me actually pull up what this book is about because I sound crazy right now. So I knew it started with a J, see? But it says, what if you were lost and didn't know it? In the radiant perfection of the Golden City, Prince Jimmy is tasked with a mission that would change everything. Find the king's lost son. But when his journey leads him to the shadowy streets of Centerville, he's thrown into a world of deception, addiction, power, and pain, a place where nothing is as it seems and everyone is searching for something. Jimmy ventures deeper into the heart of Centerville's infamous Second Street, and he encounters people desperate for meaning. You have Miranda, who is a pickpocket. You have John, he's battling amnesia, and a host of lost souls trapped in the illusion of power and pleasure. Meanwhile, a dark force offers an irresistible promise in everything you ever wanted at the cost you can't imagine. The Lost Son is a gripping tale of identity redemption and the invisible battles we all fight. With a vibrant prose and unexpected humor and characters who feel startlingly real, Michael Hillenmeyer weaves an unforgettable modern parable that asks, what are you willing to trade for freedom? And can you ever find your way home once you've been lost? And so far it's really good. I'm intrigued to see where it goes. I'm gonna sit here and chill. I got my coffee from this morning that I forgot I put in the refrigerator, but this is sweet and creamy creamer, of course, and Starbucks's blonde roast ice brew, cold brew. So I want to try to get to 30% if I can. That's the goal. That is the goal. Try to get to 30% because it is the 9th. I'm behind on my reading. I should have been done with this book. Actually, I should have been done with 2 books, but life has been life, and so We're going to read, snack. I got it set up on a stand. I got my little clicker, and I'm gonna read. So I'm gonna come back if anything interesting happens before the 30% mark. Hey y'all, I made it to 21%. I'm on chapter 9 now. And it is really, really interesting thus far. I feel like Jimmy is giving off the vibes of like a modern day version of Christ. And I don't want to say that and then people get turned off by me saying that, because I know when it comes to Christian fiction, some people are very particular about the type of Christian fiction they read. But I think Jimmy, or Prince Jimmy, is very much that type of person that lays himself down for others the way Christ did. He's the type that will leave you with a profound thought and have you thinking about where you need to be in life like Christ did. And his encounters with the people he's coming across as he's looking for his brother who's a lost son is interesting. He's met quite a few people. He's met a homeless man. He's met this dude inside of a restaurant. He met the owner, the female of the restaurant. And with each person he speaks to and looking for the lost son, he's getting bits and pieces of who the lost son is. And I have an inkling of what's going on, because at the very beginning in the prologue, you get this interaction. I guess this person is a lost son. I'm not really sure, but I'm assuming he is. And you kind of see where things kind of go left. So I'm really intrigued. Then we have John. John has not come across Jimmy yet, but John he has amnesia. He's trying to figure out what his life was before he lost his mind or whatever. And he met this little boy named Kirby. And Kirby is a little kid. I think he's about between 6 to 8 years old. And he lives in 2nd Street, or lives on 2nd Street in Centerville, which is the name of the city. And Centerville is very dark. Something that one of the characters said is that it always was a place of escape, but in the past couple of years it became darker. And it made me think, like, no matter what you try to run from, if you keep running, it will become a habit, and that habit will turn into a bad thing. And a lot of people, even in the story, they talk about how people only come to Centerville, specifically 2nd Street, because they're running from something, or they don't want to feel right. And it's very interesting. I've marked up a lot of highlights already, and I'm 21% of the way through. I want to get to 30%, and then I want to move on to reading my Kobo, to read my and start my nonfiction, which is a divine revelation of the spirit realm by Mary Kate Baxter. And so I want to read that next. But yeah, so far so good. I'm enjoying it. I'm really, really loving the world building, and how you're getting to see the world, and how you can see people affected by drugs. And there's some type of drug called cyber something, and it basically allows you to relive a memory. And one thing that stood out to me, I'm gonna actually read it because it really stood out to me a lot. Bonnie is a lady that works at the restaurant that Jimmy had went to, and they were talking, and she was explaining to him about the drug. The drug helps you relive your past, but your body stays here and your brain goes elsewhere. And so it kind of puts you into the zombie-like state. And so she's asking him what memory would he relive. And his response, y'all, really, really convicted me in a sense. And he says, I wouldn't relive any memories. I've had a lot of great times in my life, but I'd rather be here present with people. Think about how many memories you would miss out on making if you spent your whole life reliving. That right there, it hit, because a lot of times we think about the past, we want to relive the past, we dream about the past, but then we miss out on those special moments that we can make with people. And it can literally cause a lot of stress, a lot of issues with you and your mind and things like that, and cause you to become bitter and angry and just things like that, you know. And I don't know, I'm enjoying it thus far. Is it a 5-star? I don't know, but it's definitely hitting that 4-star range, and I'm only 21% of the way through. I'm hoping it continues to be interesting. This might be a little dark for some people. There hasn't been any, or no, there is mention of prostitution, there is mention of kidnapping, drug use, abuse. I mean, there's a lot of mention of that. And I know that most of the books that I've been reading lately, for some reason, have some type of dark aspect, but I think that it's important that as believers Yes, we can read the fluffy, cute things, right? But even the Bible is gritty. I mean, you got people in the Bible in the Old Testament, I think it's in the book of Judges, out here slicing and dicing females and sending them to different tribes. Like, you got people out here sleeping with other people's wives and getting killed. And, you know, Jesus, not Jesus, but God was like, you know what, if you do this, that, and the third, kill this person because that, like, okay, the Bible's a little dark. Now, I'm not condoning anyone to go and read any dark, gritty books. If you feel a conviction, a personal conviction to not read that, then don't. But for me, I don't mind when I read a Christian fiction novel, as long as there is strong Christian faith aspects and you're seeing the turnaround or the transformation spiritually for that person when it comes to drugs or dealing with sex. Not to say that it has to be like something on every page. No, it's just a lot of the books that I do read, like I said, they have those things because it's real life. Like, this stuff happens in real life. People are real life addicted to drugs. People are real life addicted to sex. People are real life out here running from things instead of running to God. And so I'm so far enjoying it. I see why it has good reviews on Amazon. And so I'm interested to see where it goes. 21% of the way through. When I get to 30%. And so I'm going to keep reading until I get there. And then I'll come back with my thoughts. And we're going to move on to the next book. Hey, y'all. It is currently 11:24. And I got to 51%. I'm on chapter 21, 51% of the way through. This is getting good. And it's long-winded but fast-paced, so like I'm skipping certain things, I will be honest, because I don't really care for the long-winded explanations of places and I just don't. The writing is good though, and the reveal of who the lost son is shocked me completely. Not what I expected, and so I am very much so intrigued, and I need to know, what's going on, who's what, why are things happening. People are missing now. Lots of people are missing. People are being branded. It is absolutely insane. I will say Jimmy is just such a sweetheart. Jimmy is definitely giving off Jesus. I don't want to say Jesus vibes. That sounds so weird, but he's definitely almost like an archetype of Christ, or I don't know how to say it, but like the way he interacts with people, he always leaves a lasting impression on them. And like there was even this scene with this female name, her name is Shasta. Why her name Shasta? I don't know. But there was a scene with Shasta because she was branded, and you know, he asked her, "Did you want to be free? Do you want to be free?" This book talks so much about identity and knowing who you are, and losing who you are because you get caught up in wanting to escape whatever you think you need to escape, and how that escape becomes a bad habit that really makes you forget who you are. And I really am excited that I'm reading this book. I'm so glad I found it on Kindle Unlimited. Again, it's linked down below. I wasn't even going to continue this vlog. I was honestly just going to read and knock out. But yeah, I'm 51% of the way through. I'm done. I'm going to update my reading on Goodreads right now. Share Goodreads. I'm just sharing like the percentage, but yeah, so good. So I'm going to take a pause on this, and I'm going to try to read 2 chapters. I would normally try to read 5, but the way I'm feeling, my eyes are kind of heavy, and I'm talking to Babe and Lil Mama, and well, me and my son was talking to Babe and Lil Mama. So I'm going to now pick up on my Kobo to read. See, my brain is just not, it's not there right now, y'all. A Divine Revelation of the Spirit Realm. I have it on Audible, and so I am going to try to read the first 2 chapters. Her chapters are very long-winded, but she has short chapters. Like, her books be like 10, maybe 12 chapters long, but the chapters be having like parts and sections within it, and so it's a quick read but also long. But I'm going to pick this up and get started on this book. So yeah, I'll probably come back to you guys in the morning because I'm tired. I wouldn't leave though, but I'll chat with you guys in a few. Morning, guys. It's 11:15 Sunday, August 9th, I think it is. Just waking up, about to take my antibiotic, and I just made some eggs really quick. I'll start reading probably around 1. I woke up with my vision a little blurry. My legs and my feet are swollen, and I know why that is. I just have to wait to go to the doctor for her to further explain things to me, and I'll probably keep you guys up to date on that as well. But cranberry mango juice, antibiotic. And then my scrambled eggs. I wish I had Spanish for it, but I did read up to chapter 2 in Divine Revelation of the Spirit Realm. So 21% of the way in that book. I kind of want to finish The Lost Son today, so that I can move on to another book. So the plan is to get to the 50% mark in Spirit Realm and finish up The Lost Son. Maybe start another book, but I'm gonna keep this video going to maybe Tuesday or Wednesday. Who knows, but I'm gonna eat and come back to you guys with my mic and everything on after I get myself situated. Hey y'all, sorry about the angle of the camera, but I can't get it to stand up properly. I'm getting ready to do the little eye mask. I ate all that great stuff, so I'm doing my lip mask and my eye mask right now so that I can go have some coffee. And while the mask is on, I'm gonna read a little more. Once my skincare is completely done, I'm actually going to read my Bible. And so, like I said, the eye mask I'm doing is a part of the same thing from the Danielle Creations, the hyaluronic hydrating hydro gel under eye mask. And it says leave on for 20 to 25 minutes. So, that's me. Apply to clean, dry skin under the eyes. Okay, so here's what it looks like. We are going to, okay, come on. It's hard to open, but okay. There we go. Honestly, I don't even know. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. My mom had called. It is currently 1 o'clock. Let me put babe on the charger. But yeah, it's currently 1 o'clock, and so this has to sit on for 20 minutes. So I'm at 20 to 25. So I'm gonna stop this at like 120. I hope I have it on right. I'm really not sure. It wasn't like clear directions, but I'm assuming the shiny side because there's nothing really on this side. But yeah, I made me some coffee. I'm doing the Stokes Bold and Smooth to finish that off because it was only a little bit left. But I'll put my ring on once I'm done with all of my facial routine. But back to The Lost Son, y'all. 51%. I want to be finished with this book. This book is really, really good. And so I'm diving back in. And I'll chat with you guys when I get some more done. So yeah, chapter 21. Hey y'all, I know my camera is lopsided, but I'm finna take these off. It is currently 126. I got to page 148. That's 56% of the way through. So we're gonna take this off. Ooh. It's nothing really to rub in. Cool. I'm gonna put on my eye cream now. L'Oreal Revitalift. I'm just using this because it's almost empty. I don't have a specific eye cream. I mean, I did like the eye cream and serums from Lancome when I worked with them. Yep. My mic has died. The receiver died. So you might hear the fan. I apologize. I have the fan on. But yeah, so far so good. It's really interesting. I'm just really trying to understand who this Knox character is. I have an idea, but clearly my idea from the beginning was wrong. And so I'm interested to see who this Knox person is. That's it. We've come across a lot of shady characters for sure, but Cetaphil moisturizing lotion is lotion I really just like to use. It's gentle, it's everything hydrating. So, ooh. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to try to get to the 75% mark in this book, and then go straight into my Bible reading. So I'll come back to you guys when I read my Bible. So yeah, and in the meantime, I'm going to charge this baby up. So I'll be back at the 75% mark. I'm pretty much at the 60% mark now, so be right back. Y'all, I'm almost done with this book. I'm at 93%, chapter 39, and chapter 38 just confused the mess out of me. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I had to answer call my mama called, but like, I am so thoroughly confused right now. I will say this will not get a 5-star from me. There are just some chapters I'm legitimately skipping over. Sorry if you guys heard my son yawning like that. There are some chapters and pages I'm literally just skipping over because I don't care to read those pages and chapters. So I don't see this being a 5, maybe a 4.5, definitely a 4. But I'm so confused because there's like multiple Johns, and the John we looking for probably I'm thoroughly confused. So chapter 39, 93% of the way through. I am going to finish this book, and hopefully it doesn't end crazily. But I'm loving Jimmy. I'm enjoying Miranda. Even all like the evil people in the book, because they're coming into contact with Jimmy, and Jimmy is kind of leading them away from that lifestyle into the light. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. So I'm gonna finish reading this because like, what is going on? So I'll be back, y'all. Yeah, go ahead. I just finished. It's 2:40. There better be a sequel. That's all I'm gonna say. 4.5 star. It can't be a 5 because like I said, I definitely found myself skipping through some pages. But yes, I'm following Michael Hillenmeyer now. I need a sequel. There must be a sequel because that ending, it just, Susan, really? Like, poor Susan. We found out who John was. There are multiple Johns, and we found out the John that we were looking for, and just mind blown. To be expected, but still mind blown. And the story itself just beautiful. I finally understand the whole point of the brand. Basically it's like a circle with an S in it, and it means something integral to the story, and I don't want to spoil it, but definitely a great, I don't even know what to consider this, a Christian thriller, suspense, I don't know, mystery. It was good. 4.5 star rating. I feel like if I didn't skip through a lot of the pages, it would have been a 5, but some of the pages would just, it was a lot of talking and telling instead of showing, and I'm more of the type to show me, don't just tell me. And so yeah, other than that, it's great. So we're done with that book. We are done. I don't know what I'm gonna read next, no idea, but you know what, let's check on my Goodreads. Why? Because I'm on the wrong account, so I can't. I forgot. I have Goodreads logged into both my phones. I have my DOI account on this one, and then I have my regular account on that one, so I can't even look and see. But actually, we gonna figure this out. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out. Don't judge me. We're gonna work it out. So let's go on to Goodreads. Sorry if you guys hear my phone going off. That's the Minister Radio chat for my church. It's a lot going on. All right, here we go. So, y'all, my Goodreads is tripping out. Oh, see, now I want to open. All right, so we can keep on asking. I might do the beginning, which is like a middle grade fantasy. So I'm thinking, this is my thinking, my thoughts. I'm gonna do the beginning by MJ Thomas, which is a middle grade fantasy about the Bible. And then we're gonna jump over to keep on asking, because then I would have completed all 3 of my prompts. And then we can get into 2 Hearts Unspoken Prayer, the Great Divorce. I'm gonna read the Great Divorce once I'm done with well, I can't think of the name of the book, y'all. What is the name of this book? A Divine Revelation of Spiritual Warfare. A Spiritual Realm, excuse me. I still need to pick up on the cost of discipleship. I forgot last week we were meeting just because there was a lot going on with my toe, and then Thursday was my appointment, and so I need to catch up from last week's reading and this week's reading, which means I'm going to be doing a lot of reading. And I think this might be the second to last book club meeting, so I need to do that. But yeah, this was phenomenal. It was a phenomenal read. 4.5 star rating, and like I said, it can't be a full 5 because I wasn't feeling it all the way. Like, I was skipping pages. So yes, the Secrets of the Hidden Scroll. Oh, I just opened up the wrong book. I opened up book 3 by accident, so I forgot I have all 9 books on here. Here we go, the beginning. That's what we need, the beginning. So here's what the cover looks like. So yeah, I am going to now read my Bible, chill out, and once I get back, I might come on if I have any thoughts on my Bible reading, because I've missed my Bible reading for a couple of days. I'm not even gonna lie, and what's on the Bible app is completely wrong, because I'm actually ahead on the Bible app, and so I need to look in my actual Bible. But I'm going to catch up on my Bible reading. I am going to have actual Bible study very soon. I think I'm going to take a pause from reading through the prophets, finishing up the minor prophets, and I think I'm going to go straight into diving back into the gospel according to John, because I really need to get myself back refreshed and refilled, and I think John would do it for me. And so I am going to go put this AC on. I'm hot. My thing is still charging, so the next time I come on, my mic should be on. Okay, so yeah, I'll come back. All right, guys, I'm back. It is 3:06 right now. So it's been about 20 minutes or so since I finished reading, and it was really good. I need to just do my review, but I have my Bible out. I figured how many days I'm behind. I am 5 days behind on my Bible reading plan. So the plan today is to get all caught up. So I need to read from 1 Chronicles chapter 22 all the way to 2 Chronicles chapter 4 or 5. Let me see. 8. So 1 Chronicles 22 all the way to 2 Chronicles chapter 8 is what I need to read. Hopefully that aligns with the Bible reading plan on the app, because if not, then I don't know. And as far as my Dietrich Bonhoeffer, I am way behind. So I was supposed to have read chapter 16 to 20 last week, and then this week we're doing 21 to 25. So the plan is by, today is Sunday, by Tuesday, I'm gonna try to read all of this later on today, that way Tuesday and Wednesday. So between today and tomorrow, I'm gonna try to read through chapter 16 to 20, and then Tuesday and Wednesday I'll do 21 and 25 and be caught up on my reading. And then we have 2 more sessions, I think, after that. Yeah. So I have me a bell pepper sandwich right here as I get ready to read, and so I'm going to pull up the Bible app on my iPad since my son has the tablet, and we're gonna get some reading done. No, I don't need it, my love. I don't need it. So yeah, I'm gonna get some Bible reading done, and then Bible study will start Monday. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this done and I'll come back to you guys. Hey guys, it is currently 11:47. Turn that down, thank you. Still Sunday, and I'm gonna end the vlog here. Well, not the vlog, but this clip here. Like I said, I'm gonna try to see how long I can get this vlog to be. But yeah, I did my Bible reading, and I read from whatever, I think it was chapter 1 Chronicles 22 all the way to 2 Chronicles chapter 8. And I'm gonna be honest, I zoned out because it was just a lot of names and David putting things in order for Solomon, and then Solomon, it was just giving that account of like the priest and the Levites and who their daddy was, and this. I was just like, eh. So I zoned out. And then once I finished, I played my Steam Deck for a bit. I just got off because it was at 10%, so I got off. I was playing Tales of the Shire, which is a pretty low-key fun game. I really have been enjoying it since it came out. My mom was in the hospital, so that was another thing, which is why I'm like recording this. Like, she is home, thankfully. I have an eye doctor appointment as well as my son tomorrow at 12. But I have... So I received the package. Like I think I told you guys a while ago. I don't know if that was like the last vlog I did, that I was getting another package from HarperCollins, and I was hoping it wasn't the Bibles again. It was. So yet again, I got a copy of the Alexander McClain Study Bible in the same color. This one is in that blue leather soft that I said was so gorgeous. If you haven't seen this video, click the eye. But got another one of these. This is in the NKJV translation. Got another one of the Net Bible full editions. This one is in the genuine brown leather, and so now I'm debating if I want the blue or the brown leather. Like, I love a good genuine brown leather cover. It's cute, right? It's stunning, but I like that blue. It has that smell. But the ribbon bookmarks are going to be red and blue. So I'm like, I'm definitely going to be giving these 2 Bibles away. I don't know if it's going to be a YouTube giveaway or if I'm going to take it to my church and actually give it away, because I did start telling adults and kids if they needed Bibles or was interested in Bibles to let me know, and I could get one for them. And so I don't know if I want to give it to someone that I know in person, like in real life at my church, who's actually in desperate need of a Bible, or do a giveaway here. But I have these two. Again, I don't know if I'm going to do the brown or the blue, but definitely one of these. I don't need two of the same Bible for the NET full notes. And then they sent me the prayer Bible. Now, I think I'm going to keep this because I think I know what I want to do with this. If you guys don't know, I have this Bible already, but in the NKJV. This one is in the brown genuine leather that I got. So here is, I haven't touched this Bible in a while, but this Bible is where I am keeping track of prayers for my family. So me, my husband, my children. I literally, I can get it to go. I have for marriage, my husband, myself, parenting, my children, and then specific scriptures for each of my kids. And so like for my daughter, I have marked up 1 Timothy 4:12. Let no one despise your youth, but be an example to the believers in the world, in word, in conduct, in love, in spirit, and in truth. Also, obviously for my son, but definitely wanted to mark that for my daughter. For my son, I marked up Proverbs 3:11-12. My son, do not despise the chastening of the Lord, nor detest his correction, for whom the Lord loves he corrects, just as a father the son in whom he delights. And so yeah, I use it for that. I have my color code tabs and stuff here. I just need to plug in scriptures. You guys know I had another Bible that I was using for prayer, but this is in the NIV translation. I am not personally a fan of the NIV translation. I'll be honest. I'll have a full-blown review in comparison of the two Bibles, but this is in the NIV translation, the prayer Bible. Same concept, same idea with the 1200 prayer prompts in it, how to use a prayer Bible, introduction to the Bible, reading plans, and all that great stuff. I'll have a review, but this one is in the black gray leather soft. I don't know if you guys can see, but like it's kind of giving like mountains, and it's textured. And yeah, it comes with a blue ribbon bookmark. And so I think it only came in this edition with the silver gilding and then the burgundy, I think it was. So this Bible I am going to hold on to for a particular reason. And the other two Bible will be given away because I really don't need two editions of this. Now, I don't know if I'm going to keep the genuine leather or if I'm going to go with the blue one that I already got. Is that it right there? Yeah, it's right. So you literally can see the two Bibles here. So that's the blue one of the NAT, and then this is the other version, the same exact one. So I'm gonna figure that out. Either way, I'm not gonna keep it, obviously. I like to give away Bibles to those who can't, and I think I really want to start doing that. If not in my church, in the area around my church, I don't know. I just have a heart for giving people Bibles. But yeah. I am going to get into my planners because I'll be honest, I have not used either of my planners in months. I'm not going to say months. I plugged in stuff. I just need to update. Like August, I put nothing in for the month of August and have a lot of appointments and things to do. And so I need to go in and plug that in for both the planner that goes in my purse and the large one that stays here. And this is also the one where I was doing my scripture writing, keeping myself accountable of like the scriptures from whatever my Bible reading was. And so I did July 1st all the way to the 20th and then nothing after that. So yeah, I just want to sit down and get that done, and then tomorrow I'll come back. I may start reading tonight that book that I said, The Secrets of the Hidden Scroll. I think that's what it's called. Let me just hold on. Yeah, The Secret of the Hidden Scrolls, Book 1, The Beginning by M.J. Thomas. I might start this tonight. It's just a middle grade. However, the formatting on here is what it is. Like, I can't change the formatting, which kind of sucks. But it doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's really small, and I cannot change the font. And so, yeah, but it also has pictures in it, which is why. So, we'll see. We'll see. I might have to put this on my bigger Kindle to read it because the font is small, but we're gonna see. But yeah, that's it for tonight. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. I'll probably end this vlog on Tuesday. We'll see, because I have a vlog going. I have a video going up on Monday. I have my video set for Wednesday. I just need to have this one ready for Saturday. So the plan this week, while the kids are gone and hubby is gone, is to get one solid video in for the Screw Tape Letters, fingers crossed, and at least 1 or 2 Bible studies done. I want to get back into doing the Bible studies, so that is the plan. We gonna see how that works out. We gonna see. So that's that. I'm gonna go and I'll holler at y'all guys tomorrow. Good morning, guys. It's 11:49 in the morning, Tuesday. I didn't vlog much after my appointment on Monday because I was over it. I left the house at 11 o'clock, got there by 11:55. And I didn't get seen until almost 2 something. I showed you guys to watch, and I was just out of it. It was a lot of energy taken out of me, walking there, walking back. It was hot, my feet swelled up walking, and I was in a lot of pain when I got back, so I just chilled. And my son is still here, so he's supposed to be leaving tonight. We'll see. But I got back, I lounged around, played the video game. I did start my study of the Gospel of John. But yeah, I'm up, eating breakfast. And I'll come back when I'm doing something. Hey y'all. My son left maybe, what time is it? Maybe 30 minutes ago to his dad's. I'm officially home by myself. No kids, no husband. It is 7:51 right now. I just ate a bowl of rice. I think I'm gonna have to stop eating this rice. It just tastes way too salty. A lot of things now I'm picking up on the salt, and I think it's because of what's been going on with me medically, health-wise. So I think once I'm done purchasing these, like once I'm done eating one, I think I got 2 more bags left, I won't be purchasing these anymore. I typically prefer jasmine or basmati rice anyway. So yeah, I have a body armor and the strawberry banana. I have both my 40 ounce and my 30 ounce filled with water. One has cotton candy liquid IB. The other one has the firecracker liquid IB. Which one is which? I don't know because I wasn't paying attention. But yeah, I'm on the phone with Babe right now. He's getting ready to head out from work. It's 7:52. He gets off at 8. So but yeah, I've been out of it all day today. I've had a really bad migraine. I woke up with a level 3, and I think it's because I overslept. I originally got up at 8 and then went back to sleep until 11, and so spiked the migraine. And it started at a level 3, and then it jumped up to like a 6, 7, and so I literally been in the bed sleeping all day. I didn't get up till maybe like 5-ish when my mom-in-law called me so I could speak to baby girl. I've been talking to her like almost every day anyway when hubby gets home over there, but and she had called me today, and I had my migraine cap on. I put it back in the freezer. Like I said, I need to buy backups so that they stay in rotation and stay cold. But it'd be real cold, but it feels so good on my head. Trying to stay hydrated. I have not been staying hydrated, so I think tomorrow I want to just straight drink water. I'm not a water person, like literally. But yeah, I got the strawberry banana. I'm gonna drink another one after this. The taste of Poland Spring bothers me yet again, so I'm back to just drinking core. Yeah, the Poland Spring, for some reason, it just has this oily, greasy feeling. Like, not feeling, but taste. Don't know why. It just tastes oily and greasy, which is crazy. And I had a cold bottle of water when I drank it, and it had a oily, greasy feeling to me, so I didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna just stick to the core. Probably will try Essentia as well. Again, buying that. But yeah, I can't drink Poland Spring anymore. As you guys know, I wasn't able to drink Poland Spring prior to being pregnant, but then I got pregnant and I could just drink whatever brand of water as long as it was cold. And then now I'm back to not being able to drink Poland Spring. Not sure why. But Body Armors, Liquid IVs, Core, and I'm gonna try a Sentia because I was drinking a Sentia in, I think it was Fiji water or something like that. Fiji just tastes whatever. But yeah, I cleaned up after my son left. Not a lot, just a little bit, moved things out the way. And then unfortunately I stepped on a piece of glass. Where the glass came from, I don't know. I straight stepped, just my toe went down right on it, my foot rather, and it's the right foot where my toe infection is. So I'm just over it at this point. I did take my antibiotics today. I have only 4 or 5 more days left to take it. I have foot doctor appointment next week, and then the week after that I have my physical appointment, and then 3 weeks from there I have to go to the doctors for my migraine appointments, neurology. Reading wise, I do want to say I did finish reading The Beginning by MJ Thomas. I'm gonna give that like a little cute little 3.5 star. It was cute. I mean, it was interesting take on the Bible and kids. Very interesting. 3.5 maybe, I don't know. I'm still debating on my rating, but I mean, it was a cute quick read. It was 12 chapters. The art style was cute. It was interesting. That's all I can say. Like, I don't know, I'm gonna keep reading obviously, but you know, I probably would let my kid read it, maybe, I don't know. But read that. So the next book I want to read is Keep On Asking by Jerffery McClain Jones, or Jeffrey Jones McClain, whatever. I don't even know. It's cover's right here. I want to read that next because that's been on my radar for a very long time. So I want to read that next. I am still reading the K. Baxter Divine Revelation of Spirit Realm. I have not picked up on Dietrich Bonhoeffer, and we are meeting tomorrow, so I don't even know what I'm gonna do because I'm 2 weeks behind at this point. And I could just listen to the audiobook, take little notes here and there, but I don't know. Honestly, I'm like emotionally and mentally, physically out of it right now. I just want to go back to sleep, but I do need to stay awake. So I did play the game a little bit. I do want to read more of my Bible. I read John chapter 1 verses 1 through 5. I'm going to do 6 through 13 or 6 through something. 6 through 15, I think it is. I don't even know. Today. I've been honestly reading the commentary that I just did a video on. Been reading through that, and it's definitely giving me a little bit more perspective. It's in the ESV, and so I'm reading through that first, and then I'll read it in the NKJV and take my notes and put it in my journaling Bible. So yeah, honestly I think I'm gonna end the vlog here because yeah, I don't know, but I'll be back, probably show you guys some more me Bible studying. So I'm gonna end the vlog today, but I'll be back. It's 7:57 right now, so I'm gonna come back around 10 o'clock with some hot chocolate. Hey guys, it is currently 10:03. I think I said I would come back around 9:10. I am on the phone with my husband. I just got off the phone with my son, and I spoke to baby girl, but I'm getting back into Bible study. I have a hot chocolate with some creamer, and I'm thinking this is going to be a 34-day study, so a little over a month. I technically was supposed to start yesterday, which I did, but I didn't read the full section of scripture, so I'm making today like the first full day. So I think I was supposed to end this around, let me see, because September 13th. I'm probably going to stretch it to the 14th. And I have it broken down to where I'm reading 1 chapter a day mainly, but those chapters with like longer than 30 or 40, well, technically longer than 40 verses, I broke up into like 1 to 3 days of reading, just because y'all know some of these chapters in John got like 72 verses. It's like, come on, can't read that in a day. I am using the NKJV Bible, which I'm going back to this. I technically already read through John. I studied John in my King James Women's Study Bible from Thomas Nelson, the older editions. I do want a new edition of it. I have read through John all the way to chapter 4 in this Bible already. So let me just show you guys. I have done some notes in here going through another study of John in here. So we have done that up until chapter 4 verse 19. But I'm starting over, so I am going to reread through my notes and stuff like that. But I'm starting off with the ES. So this is actually probably going to take me longer than 34 days. The reading plan is 34 days. It's probably going to take me a little longer because the plan is to mainly use the expository commentary from ESV, Crossway. I have John through Acts. I have Hebrews through Revelation coming in the mail soon. And then after that, I think I'm going to dive into getting the prophets. I don't think I want all of their commentaries, just specific ones. Again, sorry if you guys hear my husband. He's on the phone talking to baby girl. I'm playing a game. But, yeah. So for day 1, which was technically yesterday, I was supposed to read John chapter 1 through 28. I only read the first 5 verses because the commentary was so good. So good. Now, I read all of the scripture, verses 1 through 18. And I didn't finish all the commentary. And let me just show you guys. I have been marking up in here. I don't know how I want to highlight as of yet. So I haven't highlighted. I've just been using a regular ballpoint pen to underline as of now. And the scripture is in here in ESV, so I don't know if I want to mark up the scripture or not. But I am taking notes in it. And so, yeah. I have cross-references to study for it. I have a daily theme and focus. I have reflection questions, a prayer prompt, and other things. And this is just for me, but I will most likely format this for everyone to use down the line. Just because this is just how I'm getting back into rebuilding, refilling, and getting refreshed with the word. I've been studying the prophets, but that ain't been doing much for me. I need to go back to what I love and what I know and what I remember, and that is reading the Gospel of John. And I love the way that the writer, I don't even know who, James M. Hamilton Jr. really dove in and expressed how the Gospel of John, let me see if I can find it. It provokes worship of Jesus, right? So to encounter Jesus in John is to encounter one who inspires us to thank and praise God. It is to worship Jesus. And honestly, that's like, the Gospel of John for me is literally the first book in the Bible that helped me understand who Jesus was, how much God loved me, who I was in the eyes of God, as well as how much Jesus has done and who he really was. Not like what he did, because obviously that's what we know, but going back, it's just like going back to the moments where I really didn't know, and you know, that's where I'm at. So I did read through John 1 through 18. I did the notes already for verses 1 through 5, and it's just like so many profound things, and like how it goes back to Genesis 1:1, where it says in the beginning was the word, and so yeah, it just talks about how reading through John 1 through 5, you're really seeing and understanding the triune God. And I know some people do not understand or believe in the Trinity. I do. I believe that God is, you know, the one true God, and then there is Jesus and the Holy Spirit. That it's basically one God in 3 persons, and that's just what I believe. You don't have to believe that. Prayerfully, everyone who follows me believes that. But it talks about how, like, we know that in the beginning God created the Word. He created the world by speaking, right? And so James, is it James or John? What is this man's name, y'all? My brain is not computing. I think it's James. Yes, James. He explains how the word is a communication of the Father. And so you know, what God was, the word was. So they're co-equal and indistinguishable, but also distinct. And how he created by speaking, and Jesus was a word through whom God made the world. And so it's like God spoke the word, and the word formed things. And it's just, I don't know, it just opened my eyes to a lot more. And so yeah, I need to find a way to actually like put this on a PDF or on my computer in a better way. I'm looking at it on my iPad right now. But yeah, today, day 1, August 12th, I was supposed to start August 11th. I did, but I didn't. So I'm starting today. I'm going to read all the way to verse 28. And I have some questions that I'm going to answer. Cross-references, obviously Genesis 1:1, as well as John 1:15 to 17. I think I had some other cross-references, but I really need to like look and see, because I was typing up so much stuff. First John 1:1 through 5. Yeah, I need to kind of consolidate everything into one thing, because I have so much stuff like all over the place. So I'm probably gonna have to do that maybe later on. But I am feeling a little better. My foot is in pain because, like I said, I stepped on a freaking piece of glass. Don't know how. And I said freaking. I gotta be clear because some people be like, well, what did she say? But I'm literally just I'm underlining as of now. I don't know if I'm gonna highlight or not. And if I highlight, I don't want it to be this complex system. I want like 4 or 5 colors. And so we're working through that. But yeah, so I read the commentary for verses 1 through 5. I'm now going to read the commentary for verses 6 through 15, and then I have to read the commentary for 16 to 18. Then I'm going to read the verses for 19 to 51, but I'm only going to read the commentary for verses 19 to 28 because I only have to go up to verse 28 today. I'll answer the questions, look at the cross references, and do a little prayer and things like that. So yeah, that is the plan. That is the plan. Let me see. Okay, so let me get to it and I'll come back to you guys. Like I said, I'm on the phone with Babe right now, so Babe and little mama. So I'll come back to you guys when I am, I guess, done, and I'll end this vlog. Hey y'all, it is 11:02 right now. 11:02. I just finished. I didn't write all my notes down just from the questions and stuff. I ripped it out of a notebook. I'm gonna use this notebook, which was gifted to me, if I'm not mistaken. But it was gifted to me, so I'm gonna use this notebook. But I am gonna write my notes a little prettier and get a different pen. But yeah, I did John 1 to 28 in here, and I already shared what I got from like the first portion from John 1 through 5. But going from, what is it? Where is it? 6 to 15. It just really talked about how John the Baptist really just focused on Christ and not himself, and how he didn't really seek validation from people, even when those priests and the Levites came to him. You know, he knew who he was, he knew what he believed, and he stood on that, excuse me. It made some parallels between the between God's children from the old covenant to the new covenant, which I thought was profound. How under the old covenant the people of God were born of the blood, meaning they were the children of Israel. However, in the new covenant, it does not matter about the blood. It's more so about the spirit, and so you're not born of the will of the flesh and things like that. Then verses 16 to 18 really just focused on how Jesus reveals the Father to us, and how Jesus is unparalleled intimacy with the Father and is revealing him in an unprecedented way. And so as Jesus relates to the Father, so the beloved disciple relates to Jesus. Then I read 19 to 28, which really focused on the identity and ministry of John the Baptist. So yeah. That was that. And so some things I wrote down is that before Jesus came to earth, he was with God as the Word, in which God created all things. So Jesus is the communication of the Father. He is co-equal and distinct. He has the power of creation is through Christ, and nothing is made without him. That there may be darkness around, but light will always shine. Jesus as a true light means that nothing can prevail over him. Darkness is full of evil and needs the words of the Spirit and light to see. And darkness is a choice. I really believe that darkness is a choice. Like, we choose to be in darkness because we enjoy sin, or like the old us enjoyed sin, right? And so when you get to that stage of hearing the word, hearing about Christ, and having to make a choice, people choose to stay in darkness because they want to live in that lifestyle. And that's just, darkness is a choice. Majority of the time, I'll say that. And then I really focused on John the Baptist and how I could follow him. And so I said I could be humble, I could continue to testify about Christ, point others to Christ and not me, which I don't think I've ever done. Even when I'm on here on YouTube and like doing Bible studies, I always say go study the word for yourself and get an understanding for yourself. Knowing who I am in Christ, standing on my faith, being a true speaker, and being bold and courageous. I got to work on the boldness and the courageousness. And just remembering that I know who I am. Like, I might be going through a lot of stuff right now, and it might feel a little dark, but the light gonna shine. It's gonna shine, and I gotta make a choice to get out of the slumps and stuff like that. And so I'm glad I'm restudying through John, and taking my time this time around, and just looking at it with fresh eyes and fresh perspective. So my notes, I'm just gonna stick it back in this journal. I'll rewrite it tomorrow, because I'm ending this vlog here. I do want to pick up on Dietrich Bonhoeffer. I want to catch up on all my reading, so I need to read chapters 16 to 24 tomorrow. So I don't even know how many chapters that is. It's about 9 chapters. So I figure if I do 3 in the morning when I get up, 3 in the afternoon, and 3 right before, I should be finished and caught up. That is the plan. I have the audiobook for another 7 or 6 days. And so, yeah, that is the plan. I want to catch up. But I'm going to go in this vlog here. I've had it going for, I think this is day 3. And, yeah. I don't know if I'm going to pick the camera back up to vlog, or if I'm just going to do some actual videos. Don't know. But I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Yesterday there wasn't a lot going on, like I said, because I went to the eye doctor and it was just a hot mess. But yeah, I'm gonna take this scarf off. I don't know, I'm gonna recomb my hair, rebrush it, pin it back up, put the scarf back on, go wash my face and stuff, and I'm just gonna chill out. I am not done with my hot chocolate. It's not even hot anymore, but I'm still gonna drink it. And yeah, I'm gonna go. So I will catch you guys in the next video. If you watch it to the end, post up whatever this emoji is, probably a unicorn most likely. Post up the unicorn emoji so that I know that you watched. And thank you guys for your prayers, your messages, your love, and I will see you guys in the next video.